new Scooby-Doo spin-off show, Velma. I don't know why I decided to wait till basically 3 in the morning. It's 4 o'clock now, and I watched the first 2 episodes, but I don't know why I waited till this time to watch it. But, you know, I was just thinking to myself,
First of all, why make a movie of a side character? Worst movie of all time. Ain't even gonna watch. I ain't even gonna watch it. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know why. I'm not wasting time.
is it as bad as people say? Is this show as bad as the public wants you to believe? 1.6 right now. The rating system out of 10.
Wow.
That's a big stinky, that's a full diaper. That's a big stinker. So I decided, you know what, why not now? I'm staying up anyway, so I thought I would just give my quick thoughts. And ask the question, is Velma as bad as they say?
And in today's overcrowded market, in pop culture,
On TV shows?
Every teen show ever.
In teen movies.
Minorities on TV.
Shaky Black? God damn. Whoa, even Velma's black. How the fuck they change skin colors?
Television actors still help me, Shonda Rhimes.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's hard to not get caught up in the whirlwind of hate when our show comes out. You know, you have things like Callisto Protocol, where it's
Wow.
like I've bought that game, but since it was released, I haven't even touched it because I lost interest in the show because of how bad the reception was of it. Right? Same thing with, like, you remember that show Thundercats Roar? Everybody was pissed off.
Nah,
because
she
it was a
trash.
art style. That's another thing. I've never checked it out. I probably wouldn't have checked it out anyways, but still, it's just another thing where it's like you hear it's hated, so it's dead. It's dead in the water. But I wanted to take time to be like, you know what? This is kind of an interesting idea. I like Scooby-Doo. Who doesn't like fucking Scooby-Doo? Are you kidding me? Come on. And it's like HBO. It's supposed to be for an older audience. We're attacking more serious things, and we got rid of this talking dog. This is like a true crime person's wet dream. Velma's thick pussy walking around with Daphne's thick pussy and Thread's big old, not even Shaggy, this new guy named Donnie or Norville. So I thought I'd give it a try, and my God, oddly enough, it kind of reminds me of a Harry Partridge cartoon. If you guys like Harry Partridge, it kind of gives me like similar human designs to that. Beautiful animation with horror sequences and stuff, and just visually, it's very nice. All the artists that worked on it should be very proud because they did a lot with, I mean, just very simple Scooby-Doo setup. Just wanted to take time and say, artist, I see you out there. I appreciate you. You guys rule. I'm sorry that the next part is pretty much bad. It's all bad after this. Which leads into basically the writing.
Man, but give a fuck about the animation. I kind of feel like it's a tactic. It has 1.4 ratings, which just means they want it to be bad. Yeah, they want it to be bad so that people can talk about it and watch it. It's a tactic. It was going to be bad either way. Like Velma was supposed to be bad either way. So they would just want people to talk about it and watch it so that it can be trending on Twitter. Because what you hate is mostly what you... Look at Lil Nas. Everybody hated when he talked on the devil. But his videos is like over 100 mil. The hate gives you views. So maybe it's trash either way. Maybe it was supposed to be trash.
The thing about this show is that we follow Velma, right? It's the name of the show. You know, we're not going to follow fucking Norville. We're not going to get people asses in seats over Norville. Should just call the show Not Shaggy.
What?
That was terrible. I'm very tired. Basically, the biggest conflict and the biggest like draw to the show, I would say, is that Velma, who historically has loved to solve mysteries, in this show, she still loves solving mysteries, except it plagues her. You know, her mother started giving her mysteries when she was a kid. That's how they bonded. But her mother is gone now, and it's the biggest mystery of all because Velma's solved the mystery of
Black
where her
families.
Christmas presents were, and then her mommy left and never came back. So she has like a Christmas gift that her mom left in the car, and it reads a lot like that scene in 8 Crazy Nights, that Adam Sandler animated movie, where Adam Sandler's character feels horrible about his parents' death, and he never opens up a Christmas card from them. And I thought that was weird. I was like, this is like some 8 Crazy Nights shit. I don't know. Because of her mother's disappearance, every time she wants to solve a mystery, she has a heart like failing panic attack and she hallucinates all this horror stuff. And it's done very well. Like, I think that's like the funnest part of the show. And in the first episode, you get a little bit of it, and then the second episode, I think it happens like 1 or 2 times. And I was like, why don't we do more of that? That's fun. But that's the biggest conflict is, you know, she has all these mysteries that she has to solve, but they might kill her. That's a fun conflict. I like that as a setup. You could run with that and make some very interesting, you know, choices in a series. Why not? But the show is so suffocated by its poor joke telling. It's almost as if they did their absolute hardest to make Velma the most unlikable character that I've seen in a long time. I would say, to me, and I hate to put this out there, but this show feels like it's on par with Hoops.
What the fuck is that? Oh, no.
A lot of meta humor, and it feels like just the industry standard right now, no matter what. Rick and Morty. It has purpose. You know, you can bitch about the formula you want, but it's pretty good. It's good stuff. They're copying, it feels like they're trying to do like a Rick and Morty thing where everybody just feels very pretentious and very like, you like that? Well, what are you, an idiot? You're such a stupid idiot for liking that. Also, I'm really bad writing. It's bad writing because I feel like they're trying to say a message, or maybe they're attempting to be woke, but they're not really saying anything of value. There's rehashing things that we've heard in like the 2015 presidential election type stuff. I mean, there's a hashtag joke.
I'm also hashtag the owner of Spooners.
In 2020.
Damn, no wonder she's pregnant.
What? Did a 73-year-old woman write this? Which, if that was the case, that'd be hilarious. Because then it's like, oh, it's funny because all the jokes are untimely. And that would be very interesting, but it's not. It's from people. It's from Mindy. What's her name? It's not Mindy Lewis. Kisling or like Keeling or something like that. Mindy, whatever. Put their fucking name up on the screen. I don't give a shit. Kelly from The Office. She was a big writer. You're just a regular fucking person, just like everybody else watching something. So if you like something, right on, cool. If you don't like something, whatever. You can bitch online, do whatever you want. But with this stuff, it was just like, it was like I was at like a 9-year-old stand-up comedy special. Like if a bunch of 9-year-olds came up and they were decided to do stand-up comedy. It was just kind of like very basic stuff like that. It's odd. Like Norville, who's Shaggy in this, he doesn't do drugs, and they make a point to have him say,
it has something to do with drugs, which I hate.
Isn't that hilarious that he doesn't like drugs?
Damn.
Isn't that so funny? And then also he talks about weed humor. You know, I've never been into weed humor, but if I was, whatever. And then Velma is just like, oh, well, the only people who like that are
Adults who still watch cartoons.
Which it's like, you're a cartoon and you want people to watch it, so are you shitting on people who...
I still watch Puff Girls. I ain't even gonna lie. I still watch, Puff Girls. Oh, that's Sophia. That's Sophia. Puff Girls. Bro, I can't even remember the intro. God damn, I'm getting old.
Are watching your show, like it's like a bully
Sophia
in school
the first.
who is like, I don't know, by their parent. I can't probably say that. It's like a bully in school who's just like, what are you, a fucking loser? Dude, I'm just joking. You know what I mean? He pushes you in a locker, he like breaks your back and throws you into the locker. She's like, dude, I'm just joking around. That's how the show feels. It's just like Velma's just constantly shitting on everybody and like learning nothing along the way. It was very obvious that they're trying, like I said, they're trying to do like a Rick Sanchez thing. But even in Rick and Morty, Rick is the biggest douche ever. He's an asshole, he's selfish, whatever. But even if they don't show in the episodes, there are key moments in the show where you see Rick and he's like miserable. He's not a happy person. No one is like, I want to be Rick. And if you are saying that, you're 9 and you don't understand the emotional complexities of like narcissism and depression and all these kind of things that, you know, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland have propped up in the show. And it's like the same reason why it's just like a little list. It's like Larry David and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Nobody is watching Curb Your Enthusiasm and being like, you know, this Larry guy's got his head on straight. He's insufferable. He's annoying. The biggest one that I feel is comparable is Kenny Powers, Eastbound and Down. Kenny Powers is a lot like Velma. He's abrasive. He thinks everybody else is stupid. He only looks out after himself. But there's moments in the show that cause Danny to be human. He gets humiliated. You feel sympathetic for him because you can tell that he's like, you know, he's just a guy who's trying to find acceptance and respect from all these people. There's these just little human moments with other characters in the show that so far, and I know we're only on 2 episodes in, but it's like you haven't had one little nugget of like, oh, maybe I need to change as a person, right? And there's a moment in the 2nd episode where we find out Fred hasn't hit puberty or something, and his dad's like, oh, if people find out, you'll make fun of you. And it's like, who cares? I don't know, dude. Like, hey, sorry, I can't control how fucking fast my balls and hair come in. You know,
God
like,
damn,
I don't know.
what
It's
the
just
fuck?
weird. But it's like obviously like a very shaky issue. she's going to admit that she judges people too much, and she just kind of states all the facts that Fred says and insults him so much that Fred puts himself in a position to where he like looks like a maniac that's gonna kill somebody, and then he goes to prison, and that's how the episode ends. And you're just kind of like, what? Huh? What?
How the fuck he turned from mysteries to going to prison? Bro, she fucked up. Ah, shit. Damn.
It's odd. Another thing that's kind of a glaring issue as well is the voice acting in the show. Glenn Howerton, who's Dennis Reynolds, is like an amazing actor, but it's like they chose so many bad takes from him, and I think they like put a little high pass filter on his voice, so it sounds really weird on Fred. But there's just some spots where it just sounds very emotionless. But I would say Mindy is the worst. Like Velma just.
Oh God, my heart!
Is so one note, and she doesn't. It's like she's incapable of going over this register, so there's like no real emotional resonance when she's yelling and she's being like, "Yeah, I'm not the killer." It'd be like, "I'm not the killer." Imagine that you're being framed for murder, and my response would be like, "Murder? I didn't fucking murder anybody. I didn't murder anybody." And then Velma, it's kind of like, "What? I didn't murder anybody." Don't put my dog down! Yeah, he bites people, but please, he's my best friend! Don't put my dog down. Please, he's my best friend.
What is this nigga saying?
They asked me to come in, they asked me to like write this scene, and it was in the second episode that it aired, and they didn't, obviously I pulled my name from the show, but it's after the scene when Daphne kisses Velma. Oh yeah, they're gay, by the way. I wanted to...
Ha ha. Bro, what is going on? This is why She-Hulk flopped as well, because bro, what is actually going on? I don't get. Isn't Shaggy supposed to be in love with Velma? But then again, she's kissing the other white lady.
You have a scene after that where Velma comes back to Daphne's house, so I'm just going to show it here since it's technically mine. So,
Daphne, I'm gonna cut to the chase. I feel a panic attack coming on, baby, and I think the only medicine is a taste of that stinky jinkies. You know what I'm saying, baby? Come on. Wait, hold on. Just wait. I mean, that kiss earlier today, it's got me thinking all kinds of crazy things. Things I'm a bit nervous to say. Like how I bet your bean is bigger than a Scooby snack. That you and me, we're a great pair. So why don't you drop this attitude and let me get a peek at Vernon Troyer's head down there. Come on, but the panic attacks! Yeah. That's cool. I got mysteries to solve anyways.
Bruh.
But if I had to put money on it, I bet it's as bare as a silverback's belly. I'll find out, baby. Just you wait. Just
panic attacks. So I don't know. In conclusion, I guess I just wanted to come and talk about the show because it's like, I don't know, man. Sometimes shows are just so, it's just subjective. Like, if you like the show, like the show. Don't let the mob mentality totally skew things that you like. You could watch this and be like, I love the humor. That's fine. I just wanted to give you my opinion on it. The biggest thing is, like, I'm very curious to see where it goes. I will be watching the rest of the season to see if it gets any better because they've already renewed it for a second season.
This was trash.
After the backlash that they've gotten so far. Because usually that shit happens, they will cut that shit quick. I want to check in again after the season is over to see how it is, but I can't even really recommend the show. I feel like a lot of the watches people are getting is just the curiosity of like, is it...
Man, just go watch some anime. I know I haven't even watched the show, but just go watch some Chainsaw Man or something.
As bad as people say, and people are just hate watching it, it's just odd. But I just wanted to come and, I guess, give my 2
Yeah,
cents.
people...
I really wish there was a scene where Velma... I hope there's a scene where Velma eats Daphne's pussy, for sure. Wait, how old are they? I'm going to retract my statement of wanting Velma to eat Daphne's pussy on camera.
Yeah.
Velma,
wait.
season 1, episode 1 and 2, I give it a 4 out of 10. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll probably rewatch them again too, and it might be lower. 4 out of 10 is very generous. I'm mostly giving it a 4 out of 10 because the art's very good, and the people who worked on that show should be very proud. And it's unfortunate whenever writers of shows fuck up this bad, and they fuck up. They fuck it all up. And then everybody says, oh, that show sucks, and nobody can appreciate the small little things of even how the show probably took a year and a half to film and millions of dollars. It's a shame. So, watch it or don't. I don't give a shit. Goodbye.